We sail from the Trobriand Islands via Tufi to Lae. Tufi was about to celebrate a visit of the PNG Governor-General, Sir John Guise. So, we had to leave Kaibola and the Osamoya dancers. We returned to the Amphlett group of islands, this time to Guise or Gumawana Island, to deliver the promised trade goods, a safer and less precipitous anchorage. The locals will probably paddle out and show you the best spot. Guise to Bolu Bolu on Goodenough Island to post some mail. A thunderstorm crossed our path. Gradually shelving sand and coral. Admin centre with ADC and stores. From Bolu Bolu down behind Waluwea Point. An excellent anchorage. A short leg to Fegani Bay before rounding south of Goodenough Island. Around to Te Wanaguna Bay. Into Te Wanaguna Bay for an early start to a long sail back to mainland PNG and Tufi. Delightful bay and uninhabited. Anchorage over sand. Across to Tufi. A recent aerial view. The parking lot for the visiting festival dancers. Not quite the Rolls-Royce for Sir John. The Australian and New Zealand High Commissioners also came with Sir John. The official welcome to Sir John Guise, Governor-General of PNG. Time for speeches. And presentations. And then the dancing. from Tufi around to Porlock Harbour. The fjords or rias were formed by the lava flows of the eruptions of 3 volcanoes. Anchorage in 6 fathoms and mud. Notice the sheer cliffs behind the houses. Porlock Harbour to Oro Bay. Anchorage near Wartime Jetty in slowly shelving sand. From Oro Bay, a 2-day land trip to Kokoda. First by PMV, public motor vehicle, to Popondetta. Then another up to Kokoda. In 1976, the museum at Kokoda was only a small one, developed by some private citizens. A tribute to the Fuzzy Wuzzy Angels, who carried injured Australian troops, back down the Kokoda Trail to Port Moresby. It was important for Australia to stop the Japanese from crossing the Owen Stanley Range and taking Port Moresby. We met a Danish rubber tree plantation owner Carl and his wife. They graciously put us up for the night. Carl had just finished building a 54-foot cruising yacht. The next task was to get it down to the sea. We returned to Oro Bay by PMV, then continued on to Lae, stopping at Douglas Harbour, Morro Bay, Mort Harbour and Salamaua. Into Douglas Harbour. Into Morro Bay. We tied up to the jetty, which was in disrepair. The anchorage nearby was deep. The view from the old German residence site. Into Mort Harbour. A beautifully protected and isolated harbour. Into Salamaua. A good anchorage in 20 feet, sand and coral. Finally, into Lae. Masking out modern marina to anchor and tie up at the original Lae Yacht Club. More a motorboat and game fishing club than yachting. Helping a local chap get his outboard going again. Amazing what WD-40 can do sometimes. The mighty Markham River in the dry season. one of two bridges, 95 km apart as the crow flies. An extensive Australian War Memorial. Next, we deliver a small van from Lae to Mount Hagen, up in the PNG Highlands.